Okay, well, Rocky, it's treat time. Do you want your morning treats? I bet you do, eh? Okay, let's give you your morning treats. Okay, come on over on the table. It's okay. Yeah, it's all right. I just burnt another tick in here, but okay. Um, here we go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey, here we go now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. There's 4 of those. Those are your greenies, of course. Rocky loves his greenies, as you can see. Oh, there we go. I'm dropping stuff all over here. There's your other treats there. Oh. Anyway, that's it. It's a nice morning here. I think I will be going to work today. I think I'm going to have to start locking Rocky up in the camper again. Not through anything that he's done, but I've gotten a comment on a video. It appears that somebody thinks that Rocky is their lost cat, and the person's made some really disturbing accusations against me, which I'll say for the record are untrue. Anyway, his comment went to an area that only I can see it unless I approve it, because it was flagged as potentially inappropriate. Because he made some accusations against me. He said that I'm a pedophile, and that I made up a story about his cat or something, and that Rocky is his cat, and his cat's name is Spunky, and apparently Spunky is a female. And Spunky went missing 3 years ago. He claims that I watch child pornography. Yeah, it just goes on anyway. But I approved his comment so that I could answer it, which I did. I answered it as nicely and as compassionately as I could, because it appears that the man is mentally ill. I'm going to go with that assumption anyway. He asked me about a tattoo in Rocky's ear, and I didn't know what he was talking about. But there is no tattoos in Rocky's ears. I figured out today when I read his comments that what he meant was probably an identifying tattoo, which some animals do have. I guess he figured that because he's of the opinion that Rocky is his lost cat, I'm guessing his lost cat Spunky did have a tattoo in her ear. Rocky has no tattoos in his ears. In fact, I will show you. I'll show you for the record. You know, here's Rocky's ears. If I can get him to let me show you, I will. Okay, maybe there's one ear. Okay, no tattoo in his ear. There you go. Here's his other ear here. Again, if you hold still, what they say about working with children and animals in Hollywood, hey? Here we go. This way, Rocky. He doesn't want me showing his ear here. Let me see. Here we go. There it is. See? No tattoos. No tattoos in Rocky's ears. There's never been any tattoos in Rocky's ears. Anyway, I'm concerned that this guy may track me down and may try to take Rocky, because he seems very convinced that Rocky is his female cat, which he isn't. And I feel bad for the guy if he's lost his cat, but I don't know this guy. He's made some really awful accusations against me, which I find offensive, extremely offensive. Especially given the fact that people have spread rumors like that about me before. I don't know what it is with people, but if you rub people the wrong way these days, they'll accuse you of pedophilia. I did ask him in my response to his comment, because he said that he had heard noises coming from my phone and that I was watching child pornography. He's claiming that he's met me and that this incident happened, which, again, I don't know anybody by his name. He calls himself John Carlson. I don't know any John Carlson, and I've never watched anything like that. And he claims this happened in 2008. Well, I didn't have a phone in 2008. I didn't have a landline or a cell phone in 2008. So, like I say, I don't know where he's coming from, but the bottom line is he thinks Rocky is his. Rocky is not his. I'm sorry he's lost his cat, but Rocky is not John Carlson's cat. And like I say, these accusations of child pornography and everything. I did ask him, I said, okay, John, if you actually did have this experience and you caught me looking at child pornography, did you report me to the police? Because that's illegal. It's a criminal offense to do that. And the police could easily search my browsing history and find out if I was looking at things like that. They'd have no trouble tracing it right back to me. Yet I've never been investigated that I know of, and I've never been charged with a child pornography, with a sex crime of any kind, much less a sex crime against children. Anyway, and believe me, the police don't like me, so they would charge me. There's been an ongoing issues between myself and the police for well over 30 years, going right back to the mid-1980s. So the police would charge me, and in fact, they'd be really happy to do it if I was involved with anything like that. And in fact, the police would love to get me into jail for something like that, because I would be abused in jail if I was in there on that kind of a charge, like anyone else would be who's in there on that kind of a charge. The police would be pretty happy to put me in jail under those circumstances. And they'd bite his hand off if he came to them with that kind of an accusation. They'd be right on it. So, I like I say, it's all lies. And I think that possibly the man sounds delusional. He may actually believe the stuff he's saying. I do think that he believes Rocky is his cat. And I can't go to work and leave Rocky outside around here because this guy may show up here. He may track me down, and he may show up here, and he may take Rocky. So I'm going to have to not only put Rocky in the camper, I'm going to have to lock the camper and hope that this guy doesn't show up here and break into my camper and take my cat. You know, what a situation. There's always something, and it generally involves some crazy person. Anyway, I do hope that this fella gets whatever help he needs. I've asked him to pray to God for a clear mind. I believe God will grant that if he prays for it. I doubt he'll pray for it because he's delusional, and I'm sure he doesn't understand that his mind isn't right. Anyway, I bear him no malice. If he does show up here, I'll defend myself, because he'd be a threat to me if he shows up here. But beyond that, I pose no threat to the man, and I do wish him well. Despite the accusations he made against me, I wish him well. It's a heck of a thing to be locked in a mind like that, you know, and to be watching videos and thinking that you have a connection to people when you don't, or did you have a connection to an animal when you don't, or whatever. I mean, a lot of people here are really, you know, they love Rocky, but they don't think Rocky is their cat. You know, they understand that Rocky's a special animal, but he's not their cat, you know. They just enjoy seeing him, and I appreciate that. But this particular fellow, he claims his cat went missing 2 years ago, and that this is his cat. Well, I've had Rocky since he was born. Well, I've known him since he was born. I met Rocky the day after he was born, and I've had him since he was only a few weeks old. So, yeah, there's no way. There's no way. And again, Rocky is a male cat. So, anyway, there you have it. My video, Walk Softly and Carry a Big Cat, is the video where these comments appear. And I have some concerns. Like I say, I don't go to the police or anything. I'm not going to do that because the police and I just don't mix. But, no, there's never been any pedophilia or anything. I'm not into that stuff. And I'm greatly disturbed. I'm disturbed about it. In my hometown, I had people spreading rumors about me like that because they were mad at me because I wouldn't take crap from them, basically. They saw me as weak and thought they should be able to push me around. And when they do that, I'd push back, and they didn't like it. So they started these kinds of rumors. And of course, in a small town, rumors spread like wildfire. And what ended up happening is a lot of people sincerely believed the rumors and spread them because they thought they were doing a community service. And they figured it wouldn't be said if it wasn't true, so we need to warn people about this guy. So it wasn't always bad people who were spreading these rumors. In some cases, it was people with good intentions. But regardless, they were unfounded, they were unjustified. Look, I'm a straight man, and believe me, I've suffered greatly for that because women do not find me attractive in the least. And so I've suffered for being a straight man. It's been hard on me. But I am a straight man. I'm attracted to adult females. I'm not attracted to anything else. I have no interest that way in anything but an adult woman. And really, I wish I didn't have that because it's been really painful for me to have that, to be that way. But I prefer not to have any interest that way in anything, really. But, it is what it is, eh? Such is life. Anyway, that's enough of that. I do wish this John Carlson fellow well. I hope that he gets whatever help he needs. I hope that God is able to clear his mind for him or direct him in such a way that he will find those who can help him to clear his mind. Rocky is not a female cat named Spunky. Rocky has been named Rocky since I've had him, since he was only a few weeks old. I do tell the story of how I came to have Rocky and his sister Muella in another video. It was posted sometime last summer or last fall. I couldn't tell you exactly when. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. What can I say? All right. I hope you're all having a wonderful morning. It looks like it's going to be a really nice day here. I'm going to try to forget about all this stuff, and I'm going to go to work today, and I'm going to earn my keep. We'll talk to y'all later, just as we all should. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.